Meet Marjorie Taylor Greene. In Congress, she represents Georgia's 14th district, right outside Atlanta. And in life, she represents some views right outside of reality.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, she won her House race for a district in Northwest Georgia. She has in the past promoted the QAnon conspiracy theory.
Q is a patriot. We know that for sure, but we do not know who Q is. People believe that Q is someone very close to President Trump. According to him, many in our government are actively worshiping Satan, or they call Moloch. I mean, is it going to be true that the child pedophilia in the elites in the Washington, D.C., is that what we're really going to see come out? Is it going to be satanic worship?
Q is in the House of Representatives. Now, Marjorie Taylor Greene is hardly the first member of Congress to hold some out there beliefs. I mean, Ted Cruz believes that beard is working for him. But QAnon is not just extreme, it's delusional, people. How are you going to be in the government and believe that the government is full of Satan-worshipping sex predators? I mean, it must be exhausting to be walking around the halls of Congress, just constantly opening doors like, aha! No, just a supply closet. Gotcha! No, just a copy room. Bam! No, that's my office. Man, I'm so lost. And it's not just QAnon. In fact, it seems like Greene has a conspiracy theory for every letter of the alphabet.
The Trump-backing Republican embraces completely false QAnon conspiracy theories, and in a newly uncovered video from 2018, claimed former President Obama is Muslim, the Clintons had JFK Jr. killed, and even questioned whether a plane crashed into the Pentagon on 9/11.
It's odd, there's never any evidence shown for a plane in the Pentagon.
Facebook posts have surfaced in which Greene called the deadly Parkland high school shooting fake, along with video showing her harassing Parkland shooting survivor David Hogg.
Why are you supporting red flag gun laws that attack our Second Amendment rights? How do you get avid gun owners and people that support the Second Amendment to give up their guns and go along with anti-gun legislation? How do you do that? Maybe you accomplish that by performing a mass shooting into a crowd that is very likely to be conservative. Is that what happened in Las Vegas?
Have you seen the picture of Ruth Bader Gingrich walking through the airport?
Yeah, like
Yes.
the body double for Hillary Clinton. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
So
I do not believe that was Ruth. No, I don't think so.
yeah,
I don't either.
Wow. Okay, so RBG has a body double. Hillary Clinton has a body double. This one makes it sound like everyone has their own body double. I mean, that's such a silly thing to believe. Yo, The Weeknd, they're on to us. Get out of there, man. Run! But the big question is, how did Osama bin Laden get elected to Congress in the first place? Well, it turns out she was lucky to be one of 9 Republicans running for the seat, so everyone's attention was spread around instead of focused all on her. Kind of like how there are so many different kinds of Oreo now that you hardly even notice that one of the flavors is human flesh. And while some of the QAnon stuff did come out, mostly what voters knew about her was that she was a hardcore Trump supporter. And yeah, she sometimes sounded like a crazy person, but only in a comforting, familiar way.
She's a former CrossFit gym owner who has had a few roles at her father's construction company, but really has no political background at all.
America's the greatest country in the world. We need conservatives in Washington that will keep it that way. The Democrat Party is no longer an American party. They are now the party of socialism. They want to rip our borders wide open. They want to kill babies up until birth and maybe even afterwards. I have a message for Antifa terrorists. Stay the hell out of Northwest Georgia.
God damn! I know which house I'm skipping on Halloween. And by the way, everyone's freaking out about Greene's QAnon beliefs, but if you ask me, the scarier cult she's involved in is CrossFit. I mean, that's just Scientology with jumping jacks. But yes, aside from the cult stuff, a lot of Greene's beliefs are pretty typical for today's Republicans. But she also has a little extra something that makes the far right love her even more. It's racism.
Marjorie Taylor Greene also has a track record of incendiary and racist rhetoric.
There is an Islamic invasion into our government offices right now. If you want Islam and Sharia law you stay over there in the Middle East. You stay there and go to Mecca and do all your thing. And you know what? You can have a whole bunch of wives or goats or sheep or whatever you want. But that doesn't make me a racist because I say, leave the statue up there. The most mistreated group of people in the United States today are white males.
On a now deleted Facebook post, Greene questioned whether California's deadly campfire in 2018 was started by lasers beamed down from outer space. Lasers, she says, somehow connected to the Rothschilds, the Jewish European banking family, the target of some of the oldest, laziest, most dangerous anti-Semitic tropes on the books, Jewish space lasers.
Hold on. Jewish space lasers? What, is this lady just playing conspiracy slot machine and going with whatever comes up? Because here's my question. If you were secretly starting a forest fire, why would you use a space laser when you could just use, I don't know, matches? It's such a waste of a Jewish space laser. It's like using the Death Star to make s'mores.
Yes, make sure they're toasty.
And honestly, guys, if you're anti-Semitic, this is a weird way to try and get people on your side. Because when I hear someone saying, Jews have a space laser, I'm like, awesome. Can I join? I will say, though, it is impressive that Greene has some wild racist theory for every group. I mean, no wonder she got elected. Because she's like, I want to be a congresswoman for everyone. Whether you hate Jews, blacks, Muslims, or filthy Canadians, I'm on your side. So, that's who Marjorie Taylor Greene was before she started threatening to kill Democrats. And her calls for violence are nothing new. While some Republicans only came around to supporting an insurrection after Donald Trump lost the election, Greene was rallying the troops even before November 2020.
If this generation doesn't stand up and defend freedom, it's gone.
Yeah.
And once it's gone, freedom doesn't come back by itself. The only way you get your freedoms back is it's earned with the price of blood. When we rise up, we can end all of this. We can end it. We can do it peacefully. We can. I hope we don't have to do it the other way. I hope not. But we should feel like we will if we have to.
Okay, no guys, I'm sorry, but calls for a violent revolution just don't have the same weight when you're streaming it from your hotel room. It's time for the people to rise up and take back their freedoms. Excuse me, can I get another towel, please? Because I'm going to the pool. Yeah, thank you so much. Let's spill some blood! No, the cabana will be fine, thank you. So now that all these death threats and conspiracy theories have come to light, Congress is trying to figure out how to deal with Greene. Do you censure her? Do you expel her? Do you use a secret Jewish space laser to distract her like a cat? I mean, one thing's for sure, while Congress tries to decide what to do with her, she's out there getting stuff done herself.
Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene calling on President Biden to be impeached.
Just filed articles of impeachment on President Joe Biden. We'll see how this goes.
What a letdown. Marjorie Taylor Greene came to Washington calling for executions, and a few weeks later she's already settling for impeachment? Man, I guess Congress will turn anyone into a moderate. But you know what? I have a conspiracy theory of my own. I think Marjorie Taylor Greene is secretly a Democrat. Yeah, no, think about it. She's making Republicans look unhinged. She's from Georgia, which we all know is a blue state, and she's a member of Congress, which she herself believes is a satanic, demonic cult. Now, if I'm correct, and Marjorie Taylor Greene is a Democrat, well, that's great news for everyone, because that would be the only way that Republicans would actually want to hold her accountable for anything she's done. People, I am really concerned about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Congresswoman from Georgia and soccer mom who's definitely slashed the other team's bus tires. You see, a few of MTG's constituents have filed a lawsuit to disqualify her from Congress based on her role in January 6th. Yeah, apparently, there's something in the Constitution that says you cannot run for office if you do an insurrection against the government. Yeah, you know how people had crazy ideas back then. Yeah. And now, look, we all know it's probably not going to work, but Marjorie Taylor Greene was still forced to testify at a hearing on Friday, and it looks like nobody has been hit harder by January 6th amnesia than her.
You didn't talk to anybody in government about the fact that there were going to be large protests in Washington on January 6th?
I don't remember.
You spoke to Representative Biggs or his staff about that fact, didn't you?
I do not remember.
How about Representative Gosar?
I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Did anyone ever mention to you the possibility that there might be violence in Washington?
I don't remember.
Ms. Greene, this is a tweet that you sent out on January 2nd, 2021, correct?
I'm not sure.
Okay, you don't recall this?
I don't recall tweeting that, no.
Did you advocate to President Trump to impose martial law as a way to remain in power?
I don't recall.
You don't recall if you wanted to impose martial law? You don't? Wow! I wish I had Marjorie Taylor Greene's memory. Yeah, I once said, enjoy your dinner to a waiter in 2003. And I still think about it every day. Every day. Enjoy your dinner. You enjoy your dinner. Kill me. Meanwhile, she can't even remember if she told the president to impose martial law. Yo, let me tell you something. That should be an easy one for most people. If you ever asked the president to impose martial law, you would never forget something that specific. Like, if anyone can't say no to doing something that specific and weird, you definitely did that shit. Have I ever tried to steal a horse and ride it inside a bouncy castle? Your Honor, I do not recall. But you gotta admit, that sounds like something a pretty cool guy would do, right? Right? Members of the jury, right? Yeah. But if it's not cool, then I do not recall. Yeah. I don't remember. So, Marjorie Taylor Greene spent the entire hearing denying that she had any memory of anything to do with January 6th. But it turns out, my friends, that there may be a cure to this amnesia, because one thing that can bring it back, even if just for a little bit, is evidence.
And in another moment, Taylor Greene first denied that she had called House Speaker Nancy Pelosi a traitor to her country, before kind of hedging a little bit when faced with actual evidence of saying it.
In fact, you think that Speaker Pelosi is a traitor to the country, right?
I'm not answering that question. It's speculation.
You've said that, haven't you, Ms. Greene, that she's a traitor to the country?
No, I haven't said that.
Okay. Put up Plaintiff's Exhibit 5, please.
Oh, no, wait. Hold on now.
Oh, no, wait. No, now that you busted me, I remember the whole thing. Yeah, no. Yeah, I remember it now. I love that move. Yes, that's when you tell your mom, yeah, I did my homework, and she's like, oh, yeah, well, let me show it to me, and you're like, oh, homework! Yeah, I thought you meant my work at home. I'll do that now. Thank you, Mom, for reminding me. Yeah, no, thank you so much for that. Look, man, I mean, clearly this person is unqualified for Congress, right? Because politicians are supposed to be good at lying, okay? This was just embarrassing. Okay, in my defense, I didn't know you had evidence. I mean, I never have evidence for the stuff I say. I didn't even know that was a thing you could do. So over the weekend, conservatives gathered in Texas, all right, to raise awareness for just how badly the January 6th rioters are being treated. And the way they did this was they held a very special tribute that is very moving and not at all hilarious.
The insurrection fallout is front and center at CPAC. This year's most buzzed about booth is this, a fake jail cell. What you're watching actually happened at CPAC. It features a convicted January 6th rioter doing performance art in a cage wearing an orange jumpsuit.
Visitors were offered headsets so they could listen to interviews with jailed January 6th defendants while watching the actor weep. Some viewers wept along with him. Others threw money into the cage. Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene entered the cell to pray with him.
Okay, wait. Okay, just wait. Help me understand the logic here. Marjorie Taylor Greene is praying for a fake prisoner? No, this is a real thing. She's like, serious. Who is this lady? Like, America, you understand? This is a person who's actually part of running your country. She's in there mourning with a fake, praying for, like, how does she function in the world? It's a fake person. She must have the hardest time at Broadway shows. They killed Hamilton! Ah! Ah! I mean, I guess in her defense, this actor in the lobby of the CPAC convention hall really commits it to the role. Because apparently, he spent hours in that jail cell weeping the whole time, just weeping. Which in a way is a powerful performance art, because isn't that what conservatism has turned to in America, right? It's just people in MAGA hats acting like they're victims. There's fewer white people now than there used to be, but we still have all the power. Oh!